Why do so many women get bored in relationships even when the guy is treating them right?
Because we love the attention at the beginning, and once it feels too normal, we start craving the chase again. It's not fair, but a lot of us do it. And instead of admitting it, we blame the guy.
Once you overcome the lust of these chicks out here, you start to realize how worthless they actually are. And I don't mean that in an offensive way at all. Even on the wine tours, no bachelorette, you pull up to these wine stands. You know, they selling alcohol, flowers. All these chicks are out here and they can't even afford to buy their own gifts. They got the man funding everything. The limousine, the wine tour, the gift shops. Imagine not even being able to enjoy an ice cream cone on your own because you rely so hard on someone else. That's why I say these women don't want men. They want fathers, right? And they'll just sit back and play on their phone and show their ass all day long and have unlimited amounts of simps hitting them up, offering them this, offering them that. You can't even scroll a workout or a cooking video from a chick without her showing off her whole entire body, ass all in the camera. So at the end of the day, how valuable are they? Why would you want to invest in a chick that does nothing but drain you physically, financially, mentally, emotionally, entertains 50 different men exposing her body? That is not an asset. That's a screaming liability. When someone comes into your life, they're supposed to be an addition, not a subtraction.
Listen, I don't take orders from no man. I don't follow nobody. I'm the one in control. I don't cook, I don't clean, I don't adjust, I don't compromise. He got to deal with me as I am. And if a man can't handle that, then he's just not strong enough for me. Period. I am the prize. He's supposed to prove himself to me.
If your man woke you up at 2 a.m., he said, baby, can you cook me a meal? Would you cook your man a meal if he woke you up at 2 a.m.?
No. Just being honest.
What about you, Kiki?
It all depends on how I'm feeling.
All right, it depends.
Oh, another depends.
It depends on the situation.
Here's another question. If an intruder broke inside the house, would you or would you not expect your man to go downstairs and handle that break at the door? Natasha.
Absolutely.
Allie.
Yes.
Kiki.
All I'm saying is if you don't, it's over after that.
Yeah, I would expect that.
What I've heard was that a woman's wifey duty is based off her feelings, right? It depends on how I feel. But the man's duty of protecting you, it's mandatory. How is it a fair deal?
These are so different. Like,
Yeah,
the one is like,
they're
not even
not.
the same. The one is like you're both about to die, maybe.
Right, and if you don't
and the
do
other
it, you're
one
going to
is you
die
might
too.
not eat.
So it's not about the situation. It's about what the man is attracted to, and it's about what the woman is attracted to. The man is attracted to femininity, submissiveness. The woman is attracted to masculinity, protecting and providing. So if you're not giving what we are naturally attracted to, it's not a fair deal if we have to always give you what you're naturally attracted to. That's going to protect you. Make sense?
I've been going on dates for the past 2 weeks. When I say I'm not satisfied, this what the fuck I got to choose. When you take me on a date, you open up my fucking door. You open up the door. You pull out the chair if it's a chair, and you cut my fucking steak if it's a steak. I'm always gonna order a steak to see if you got some fucking home training, hoe. If you take a female on a date, she order a steak, you cut it. The fuck? They pre-cut it, then you cut it. Be a gentleman. Be the gentleman. You trying to gently touch on this ass? Do the work. Do the work. We going on multiple dates. You want some ass from me? We going on multiple dates. We putting in effort. Bitch, we doing what we gotta do to get some ass. Fuck on.
So let me get this straight. So many modern day women think that they're the prize because basically they're a functioning adult and they pay their bills. Like, congratulations for paying your electric bill. I guess that means you deserve princess treatment. Meanwhile, these women are ill-mannered, don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to take constructive criticism. They only know how to focus on negative behaviors instead of positive behaviors. They have unhealed trauma that they constantly project onto other people. They're selfish and entitled and expect everyone to cater to them while they give nothing in return. They have poor time management. They don't have any priorities in place. They don't know how to focus. They don't know what they really want in life, which is why they dabble in everything and sleep around. They prefer negative attention rather than no attention at all. Their idea of positive friendships is how many followers they have, and their reputation online is more important than who they are in real life. Dismissive to anybody's feelings or opinions if it doesn't validate them. They bully people while simultaneously preaching women empowerment. But yet, they have so much to bring to the table because they're a functioning adult and they pay their bills. Make that make sense. Okay, bye.
Y'all, I think modern women ruin dating, and here's why. Let's get into it. Hookup culture. Women giving their bodies away to men that have not committed to them on any level. They've made relationships transactional. Not being realistic. Now the majority of women want the minority of men, using tactics of shame and emasculating men to manipulate them in doing what they want them to do. Some men now are choosing to go their own way, not even trying to date in this modern dating culture. Ain't that a shame? A lot of good men not dating because they don't see value in this modern dating culture.
Why would a guy drive himself to the local club, the bar, whatever, and, spend money on a woman who may or may not even want to get with him or give him the time of the day, get rejected, when you can just get home and have, a perfect automatic girlfriend?
That's actually a very good point. They don't want to court anymore. They don't want to hunt. The hunt has gotten taken out of it.
But literally, Lauren, the food is feminizing the men to such an extreme that, yes, the soy boy. Have you ever heard that term when people are like the soy boys?
Have you not?
It's real.
You have to hear what I said to Patty Stanger. I said the reason that men aren't chasing women is the soy milk. And
literally,
people got mad at me, and I'm like, if you're having soy all day long.
Yeah, but guys, there's also a factor that you're not. Yes, all of that, I agree with all of it. But there's also a factor you're not thinking about, which is when I was dating when I was younger, before Lauren, I had to go out in public, and I would. And this guy knows we would have to go out in public, and you'd be lucky if one girl took it. Two girls took interest. It was like, oh, it's unbelievable. But it was like if one took, then you'd have to spend time courting this one person because it was like that's really you don't have that many options.
Yeah.
Now you have this thing. And you can go like this all day long and swipe and get 30 something yeses, right? And then it's like, okay, if I'm just playing a game of odds, do I want to wait 6 months for this one, or do I want to just wait a week or a day for this one?
You guys are lazy.
No, but it's women and
you're
men.
Drinking too much soy.
It's women and men. They feel they have endless options, and so they don't put in the time to really develop a real relationship.
One of the biggest issues, salary. The expectation that their man or the gentleman that they're dating should be making this six figure number, okay? Now, we're in the tri-state area, so I understand the desire to want to be with someone who's making six figures because you kind of just need that in order to function, right? But this expectation that that's what someone should be earning in order for them to be worthy of you is impractical, and I'm going to tell you why. That they could lose their job in any given moment. So if you're giving someone a chance based on how much money that they make, and tomorrow they are unemployed and homeless or whatever it is, then you're now stuck with the dude who's unemployed or homeless because you only mess with him because of how much money he made. Secondly, it's not about how much money you make, it's how you manage it. Somebody could be the top cardiologist at a hospital making $400,000 and they own 10 cars and they have 4 houses that they're underwater and they're paying child support and alimony and they're broke every week. So looking at a specific figure as a measure of whether or not you should date someone is problematic and it's not going to work. So that's one of the biggest issues that I see with the ladies. Secondly, with the ladies, height. In what world does someone's height dictate how well they're going to treat you or how good of a husband or father they're going to be? There's nothing about that man's height that's going to make him a better human being. So, and again, I'm not saying that you should be dating folks who are necessarily like super shorter than you, but you're 5'2" and he has to be 6 feet. Why?
Yeah,
why? It's unreasonable. Even in your tallest heels, he's still going to be taller than you. And I understand generally the idea is the taller the man, the bigger the man, the more likely he is to protect you. It's more animalistic than it is like reality, but still impractical.
Modern dating rules have made it very difficult for women. Most women want relationships. And nowadays, relationships are harder to come by. Why?
because men are able to sleep with women without needing to commit to them. Hookup culture. Because of social media, quality men have more access to more women. No, competition isn't just in your city. It's all over the world. And because of this, quality men are not willing to settle down. Women are finding themselves single, having to compete and show their worthiness in ways we've never had to do it. Now, women have to step up, or not, if they want to stay single, to find a quality man.
When I first started talking to women, I was like, you know what, I'm going to get me a woman because they're going to treat you better. When I tell you these women be worse than the men, like when they be saying, oh, a man fumbled the good thing, that man didn't fumble you. That man didn't fumble you because some of y'all women be toxic. Y'all like to argue. Some of y'all be bums, begging on the hour, every hour. You send them something Monday. They want something again on Wednesday. It's a never-ending cycle. Y'all ain't got no hustle about yourself. It don't always be the man. I get it.
Yeah! They squabbling out here now. Yeah.
The reason I was saying I got dumped is because when I presented the situation to the guy, like, you know, these are my needs, I feel like they're not being met. I feel like the best decision is for me to walk away or for us to end things because we're just not aligned. Blah, blah, blah. The response that I would have wanted would be like, okay, how can we make this work? What can I do? I want you. I want to be in this relationship. I want this to work. Let's figure this out. And I didn't get that. So essentially it's like, yeah, I got dumped.
How does a woman take care of a man?
What do you mean?
How should a woman take care of a man?
She shouldn't have to.
At all?
No.
Then why should a man date a woman?
What kind of question is that?
Like, what value would you provide to a man?
What? That's a crazy question.
What do you mean?
You shouldn't have to provide some value to a man.
Then what's the point of the relationship?
What value do they provide to us?
Protecting you, providing for you.
This is exactly why so many men are just done with dating. Because I have said this before and I will say it again. A man is taught his entire life how to treat a woman. But a woman is taught her entire life how to be treated by a man, not how to treat a man. Ladies, if you want the benefits of a man, you need to put forth some amount of effort. It doesn't even need to be as much effort as him. It just needs to be something because that is what indicates to a man that you're actually interested in him. And honestly, when one person is carrying all of the load of the relationship, well, how is that fun?
That is why women are single.
Why do you keep talking to money when you talk tradition?
Because I'm telling you that that's how I am as a woman. So if I'm with a man, like I'd rather be at home with the children, taking care of the home.
Can you give me another
while
example?
you're outside.
Okay. Can you give me another example of tradition that is not based around finance?
That's tradition. The woman role and the man role. The man is the provider. The woman is the
But it's not always
the one that cares for the home.
But it's not always based around finance. There's some traditional things.
I'm taking care of the children. I'm taking care of the house. That has nothing to do with finance.
So you don't believe that in today's world that you can maintain doing both?
I think that's unfair to the woman
You're
because
already doing it.
Correct. But if I have a man in my life,
so that absolves you of everything.
And that is why women are single. Because it's like they rather do it by themselves, just like a man rather do it by himself.
The message that you're putting out there is that this is tradition. This is how it should go. And no, how it should go is me and you come together as two independent people and we figure out how to make this house work. Because there's a lot of people who would say, hey, you know what? You want to be a Fortune 500.
That is still more tradition. Like, that is a more traditional, if you go back, that's how it was. Women didn't have rights. Women couldn't work. Women couldn't do shit.
But you got them today.
Stay home.
No, but
that's what I mean when I say tradition, guys. Like, I mean, like, I'm talking about old age. I would have been better off in the old days, guys. Like, for real. Like, I would have been better off in the old days because I would have been a great mom at home, cooking, cleaning, and that's it. I would have been good. Like, I would have been good, for real.
Threw me off.
Like, I'm being honest. Like, I'm not for this time. Like,
where's my camera again? Where's this one? This one. Fellas, like the fellas need to hear this. Fellas, I want you to know, and this is me. I'm your brother. I'm your brother. I want you to know. There are women out there that want to build with you,
Mm-hmm.
not build with tradition. I'm not speaking against her because what is good for
smack
her,
you.
what's good for you works for you. I want you to know that. I'm telling you, my brothers who are now growing in this era where that is becoming a thing. And it sounds, what she's saying is, I don't think she's saying that she would not fall in love with the person, but the message could come across as that. I want you to know that there are women out there that will not put that standard on you and will actually take the time to get to know you and grow with you. And that has been my issue in trying to date. And having to decipher between the women who want that, who also want to take the time to get to know me before they even decide if they want to actually be with me.
A lot of you ladies talk about you want a high value man and you want to be married, such and so forth. But here's the problem. Many of you blow relationships with quality men because you don't know how to be in a committed, faithful relationship. You don't know how to shut down all other outside attention from men and just focus on one man. So you're always keeping all your doors open, all your options open, so you never really have time to bond with this man. And he's into you, talking to you, dealing with you. Men are not that complicated. When we choose somebody, we choose because we're trying to get on down the road and build and do life. But you still got all these different things, and you guys are talking back and forth, dealing with one another. And then all of a sudden, your pattern starts to change. Have you ever noticed that when you ladies cheat, you never just cheat and break up? You're leaving one man going directly to another one because you've been cheating all along. And it's time that we start being honest about female infidelity. You ladies are cheaters. The science is in. Heterosexual married women cheat at the similar rates as heterosexual married men, married or committed monogamous relationships, because you refuse to just deal with one man at a time. You want to know if a woman's a cheater? Tell her to turn off her social media. If you're dating her one-to-one, shut all the social media down. Delete the accounts. Cut off access to men. See, the culture and the environment used to be for a woman to get male attention, she had to leave the house and go somewhere, and a man would have to approach her. Now, she can be in the home and get male attention all day long. And ladies, you need to understand that your inability to pair bond, cooperate, is because so many of you modern women are cheaters. You're emotional cheating. That's how this works out, but you don't see it that way.
Some women don't just settle for broke men. They seek them out. Why? For control. When a man has nothing, no car, no home, no job, no stability, no self-worth, just he's not really tapped into his masculine, you have a certain type of woman who sees him as an opportunity. Mind you, these very same women will crash out once this man comes to the realization that he's being played. Once he start realizing what's going on, he starts tapping into his masculine. See, a lot of women hate when men tap into, we want to tap into our feminine, but we hate for these men to tap into their masculine, because now that nigga got some boundaries and some standards. A lot of women have to be with men who need her, who leans on her, who depends on her for just about everything. Even if she complains about it, even if she goes to her girls and she goes online, this nigga ain't never got shit, this nigga, there's a reason why a lot of women tend to attract niggas who ain't got shit. There's a lot of men who got stuff. There is. But there's a lot of men who don't. And there are women who specifically seek out these men. They know that the moment that man needs her, especially when it comes to his livelihood, eating, a place to sleep, getting around, she can control him. I be seeing this a lot, even with the women who like to date men from prison, like who seek out men in prison. Them be the main damn one. These type relationships, they're not built off love. They're not built off of anything that can actually grow. It's not an actual foundation. It's just sheer control. Because while she's buying him all of these shoes, buying him these chains, making him feel like a man, the moment he doesn't do something that she wants him to do, or he does something that she feels is against her, she's going to remind him how much of a man he is not. Because everything you got on, where you living at, the car you driving, nigga, that's mine. Because one or two things are going to happen when this man comes to the realization that he's being controlled. He's going to leave, or he's going to resent her. And hopefully children haven't been made in the process. Because a lot of times when a lot of women feel like they're losing control, that's when the kids come. That's why I take very lightly when women get on this app talking about, oh, I didn't know, I was tricked, I was tricked. No, you wasn't. You knew. You knew for a fact, but what happened was, sis, you lost control. You lost control.
Ladies, if you're still dating like you're in your teens or your 20s, you're not ready for a marriage or relationship. If you have not mastered these three things I'm about to say, you're not ready for marriage or relationship. You got to be transparent, available, and no game plan. What's transparent? I'm looking to get married. I'm looking for a long-term relationship. Because when a man is ready to move forward, he goes and looks for a wife. The problem is many of you women who are saying you want to be wives are not wives yet. You're still girlfriends. And how most people today in the modern dating environment move, most women move out of fear. So they run to things that make them feel secure. This is why women like to get guys to chase them. Because when they're in the chase position, they feel secure and affirmed. But see, when you say you're ready to be married, the chase is supposed to stop and you're supposed to move on. But here's the thing, the 5 stages of a relationship, most of you ladies are only good at the first part, the romantic factor or the wow factor. This is the woman who can never get her time. She never wants to see you unless everything's quite perfect and all this other kind of stuff. Seems a little bit distant. When you finally get her, the thing is, she has not developed the other skills. Interacting with somebody on a consistent basis. The normal stuff of a relationship, the boring stuff. Ladies, if you have a history of long distance relationships, you likely are not ready for a relationship or marriage. If you're successful in life, but you suck at love, meaning you're either running away from a man or getting cheated on. No, she broke it before he could discover she couldn't maintain it. She knew she had no relationship skills, so she broke it and ran.
Do you not understand that just because you want to smash all the time doesn't mean you have to bring it up all the goddamn time? Also, men never shut the hell up, so we hear y'all perspective all the time. Be fucking for real. That's new, sweetheart. Most women, not all, most women hate to hear things from the male perspective. This whole men on the internet yapping is new. Most of the problems in your life is because men haven't opened their mouths and shared their true feelings with you. That's why a lot of y'all think y'all moms is perfect, because your dad never opened his mouth and told you. That's why. In that video, the first thing I said was, those guys lack empathy. Meaning, like, I would never do that shit. She said she was basically trauma dumping on him. My dad's in the hospital and then he sent an unsolicited meat pic. That's crazy. Let's truly talk about this. There are women on this app who all day be like, men love providing, men love going to work and spending their money on their women. If they actually love you, they would love to do that. You have convinced yourself, because there's a lack of men telling you how we really feel, you have convinced yourself that men want to go to work all day, work hard, come home and give you their whole paycheck. I made a video one time, because y'all not used to men being vulnerable. And in the video I said, like, if men were honest, we want to stay home with the baby after the baby is born too. Like, preferably, like if we could, we would want to stay home and build a bond with that child and all that. Women were coming out the woodwork, bro. A real man wants to go out and work and provide for his family. Well, no shit, Sherlock. But if we had $1 million in an account somewhere, we would love to build that same bond you building. The women just couldn't wrap their mind around it. They were like, no, men love to go to work because they know what they're... It's like, yo, shut up. He's doing it because he has to. Then when we start talking about dating, and I just point out how everything in dating is geared toward the woman, y'all start doing stupid shit, saying stupid shit. I start talking about how much it costs for a man to date, and women just gotta show up pretty. Y'all start breaking down how much the makeup costs to put on your face. I start talking about how much it costs to put your jawline on, because your BMI over 30. Y'all know how stupid you sound to us? Let me give you the male feelings behind that. Shut your stupid ass up. Don't say that no more. You sound stupid. Yeah, and so y'all just hate a male perspective. You have all these things you hold as important, and we hold 1% of those things as important. But you want us to make it as important as you make it. So we do that, right? Buy all these flowers we don't feel like buying because we know they're going to die. Listen to your stupid fucking stories about your coworkers you've been hating for the last 5 years. You've told 11,000 stories. He wanted to hear none of them. Take you out to places he don't want to eat at. He really want a burger and some fries, but he know you like the ambiance of this place. You don't even like the food. You just want to go. He do all this shit. But when a man says shit, nah, sex is pretty up there in priorities. It's all y'all want. Yo, life with a woman is just doing shit you don't want to do to keep her happy most of the time. This is really, I'm just giving you how men see shit a lot of times. But again, y'all think y'all know every fucking thing. We've heard way more about what women want than what men want. It's to the point where y'all like, oh, men are so simple. Men are so simple. Oh, men are so simple. All you gotta do is X, Y, and Z. Whole time, like, we all want different shit and intricate shit. Y'all just don't give a fuck about a male perspective.
If you plan on texting a lady today, good morning, or what you doing, if you do not plan on sending her a cash app maybe for lunch, or even having a plan of something to do today, maybe later after work, just spare us and just don't do it. Don't text us what you doing WYD all day. Don't text us good morning, good morning, good morning if you don't have no follow-up of nothing else besides that. Thank you.
The epidemic of women panhandling in the dating pool continues, and if you didn't know, this is what men would call piss in the dating pool. Women in the dating pool panhandling, always asking for money. And think about this. When we say relationships are more transactional, the question becomes, who's pushing it to be transactional? Videos like this is proof that women are pushing for relationships to be transactional. And it moves me to my other point, which is a lot of how women think in relationships is based on stripper thinking. It's very transactional. This is what strippers do. I used to work in a strip club. They if you want me to come sit with you and have some drink, it costs this amount. If you want to go get a lap dance, it costs this amount. If you want to go get a taco stand, it counts this amount. If you want to go do this, it costs this amount. It's always a price involved with any interaction, and this sounds eerily similar to that. And this is my last point. What do men do, and how has relationship gotten to the point where women say, do not even contact me unless there's some money involved? Doesn't mean just Cash App. But it's weird that she brought that up as the first thing. But she means money spent, whether you send it to her directly or whether you call it or you're telling her, hey, what are you doing? Let's go do this, and you're going to go spend money on her. But this transactional style of a relationship will not survive.
So if he don't have no money,
you ain't fine enough for no money.
Now I want y'all to see something.
Settle for a.
She said she's not dating no regular man.
How tall are you?
Average man.
I am 5'3".
Dress size?
I am a medium.
Dress size? Number?
A 10.
How much did you weigh last time you weighed yourself?
157.
So why should you get anything over? Then why should you get above average? What do you mean settle for? You should get what you are.
I see millionaires with average women all the time.
They don't have big chest tattoos either, and 2 other kids. Man, so I'm just saying. Okay, I want to. No. I mean, let's be honest. Why should an average woman say she's settling for an average man? Maybe
ain't
that
nothing wrong with it. Wait.
No, you said so I should just settle. No, you said that. Listen. You said so I should just settle for an average guy, and I'm like, you're an average woman. Why should you not?
I would be settling. I mean,
why would you be settling and he wouldn't? So what would he be doing? Would he be upgrading?
He don't got no money. So if he don't have no money,
you ain't fine enough for no money.
I'm not fine enough for money.
No. You're 6. You're 5. You said you're 6, man. You said you're 6. You don't get money. You get second shift at the plant.